accent to the bill.
Okay.
If he chooses the other way, you start making noise. Or are they expecting Mr. President to be a rubber stamp?
No, let me bring you to, I try to take this away from just the PDP complaining about that.
And then,
let me bring you to what
the president has the right to...
Very true,
yeah.
Senator. Let me take you to what the presidential candidate said. Mrs. Obieze-Kwesili. She referred to this Electoral Act 2018, Amendment Bill 2018, as one of the soundest electoral laws and in the world. And she described, just a second, Senator, please. She described his
refusal. Why I'm getting upset?
Why?
It's because some of these Nigerians that claim, they claim as if they are the perfect people. When they talk, you people now will cut them. Whatever you call her, has never contested into election to be a councillor. But then they will be coming out there to be making some media noise to present themselves as if they are the holy. This Electoral Act is made for Nigerians and then drafted by the people that constitutionally were given the right. I was elected as a senator. If she's not a lawmaker.
But did you expect that the president's refusal will not generate any reactions? Did you think people were going to say
the reaction is coming from media? And you people are perpetuating.
No, Senator, that's an accusation you're making. And the reason you are here is so that we clarify some of these things.
I know, Terry, but when you have a mindset and you are not hearing from me.
I am asking you questions.
I'm myself and 469 of us are the people elected by Nigerians to come and represent them, draft these laws. We did it. We don't have a complaint from our people. Our people are happy. They just want election to be conducted. Then some few people will be talking to you because they are doctor or presidential candidate or this thing and telling you that what is done is right, what is done is wrong. Let them go into the election, win the election, and then do the Electoral Act the way they think they want. And that is what they know.
No, Senator, why did it appear as though on the floor, when of both chambers to be specific, when this issue or when the bill was presented, the lawmakers were very confident that the president would sign. Just a second, we had some interviews and they said
I say I was not expecting Mr. President to sign, and you are saying that I was expecting Mr. President to sign. There are quite a number of us that are expecting that Mr. President will not sign, and that is why they cannot get the overriding number that they will require, because we are standing with Mr. President. So, and they need to get to the two-thirds to override Mr. President. Is that not what you are taking us to? They can't get the number because majority of us, and we have the majority in the Senate or in the National Assembly, are standing with Mr. President. How can you do a law 60 days to barely 2 months to election and change the rule? In fact, the process have already started.
What exactly is, when we talk about the timing of this process,
and
you talk about the confusion, we refer to the ECOWAS protocol, which suggested that elections
no law should not be changed with 6 months to the time.
But then that same law,
I'm glad you mentioned this. Article 2.
Article 2, exactly, says, except with the consent of majority of political actors.
Yes. Who are the majority of the political actors?
Are you looking at the ruling party as the majority in this case?
No, the people that are in the National Assembly are the political actors that are constitutionally given the right, or the people that elect us through our various interactions. I'm telling you, I'm a senator from Borno South. People don't want the law to be amended 60 days to election time. I can tell you that.
Why did you not oppose the bill on the floor?
On the floor?
Yes.
I mean, oppose the bill?
Yes.
No, I did not oppose the bill.
The question is why?
Yes, because the use of card reader as captured in the Electoral Act is okay. My quarrel is not with the bill, it's with the timing. As Mr. President said.
Let me take you back. I said, when
the quarrel is not with the bill, it's not with the law, it's with the timing. The timing can create confusion. And the major problem is card reader, isn't it? And they said they were going to use card reader. She can, no problem.
Yes, card reader. But then if it fails, then they have to revert to the incident form.
Yes.
Which is what this law is trying to prevent.
No. Then that's where the problem is. Like me, I come from a mountainous area. Some of my places are mountainous area. If they go, they are up there. There are so many polling units in the mountains, and I disagreed with that in the process when they were processing it. But I'm an individual. We fall into the minority then, and the majority had its way, which is normal. But I'm glad now that the president refused to sign it, because this use, at this stage, eliminating the use of incidence form is not fair. It's a way of allowing some individuals to be disenfranchised. Because in our today's setup, you don't expect perfection in the use of the card reader. There is one incident, the president, former president, Jonathan, at his polling booth. The card reader refused to accredit him. And if you said then there's no use of incidence form, and they have to come from a riverine area that maybe take more than 12 hours to go to the location where they can get another one to come back and use it. And the law says now after 24 hours, then they can use an average. If the number that that will be added is not more. So you see, discretion.
No, I thought the amendment provided a solution to that.
No.
Saying that if 3 hours before the end of voting, a card reader cannot be provided to substitute the one that has failed.
Yes.
Then voting should be cancelled and reconducted 24 hours after.
That is what you are saying.
Does that not suffice?
No. It doesn't, because now you create a confusion in 24 hours. That is a day after, and then the result is not coming in till a day after. That's the confusion. That creates more confusion. You have your polling agents there. If there is incidence form, that cannot be done, and result cannot be signed and authenticated except when your agent of all the interest parties they agree to it. Why don't you agree with that? So let me say that they are deliberate attempts to create some booby traps that can allow for this kind of unnecessary confusion. And that is what Mr. President is saying. Look, let us not even allow for this kind of a thing. If we want to get certain things categorical and realistic and practical, then we do it after this one. And some people are saying no. And they have conducted several selections, and Nigerians didn't cry. How?
Very well, then let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.